Welcome to a fresh episode of Under the Hood, and today with me I have Mr. Gaurav Gupta, the Chief Growth Officer here at JSW MG Motor India. And today it has been a really interesting day, sir, because you guys have just introduced four very unique initiatives related to the EV industry, concerned with the EV buyer and ownership experience overall. So, sir, can you give us a brief of what these four initiatives are all about and where the thought behind them is coming from?
No, thank you very much. We've been early pioneers and believers in the EV adoption for the country. We brought in our first EV in 2020, and we were thinking about this in 2018. But over the years, we have seen that there are some concerns for consumers, and also what can we be doing to accelerate the EV adoption by customers in the country. The rate has been pretty good so far. The industry grew by almost close to 100% in 2023 versus last year, versus 2022. Now, when you look at what we have done today, number one is that the biggest concern people have is about chargers. If I was to talk to somebody and say I'm buying an EV, the response will be, chargers kahan hai? We are the chargers, right? So what we have done is we have brought in, thanks to the partnerships that we have with all the charge point operators in the country, we brought in almost all the partners together to create one unified platform called eHub. So eHub by MG is the country's largest platform giving charging solutions provided by an OEM. This is brand agnostic. You could have a car of any brand, but you will come to know now what are the chargers near where I am located. If I'm planning a road trip from point A to point B, how to plan my trip. It will tell you what all chargers are there. Are the chargers applicable to your car? Is it relevant? Because some EVs have different kind of chargers requirement, like a Type 2 or a CCS2, etc. Is the charger relevant to my car? Is it working? Is it available? What is the charging rate that they are asking for? Can I reserve a slot? Then I will be able to pay as well. And I can navigate to the charging point also. So all of that, all in the power of your palm top. This is going to be a big confidence factor for the current EV owners and also for the ones who are wanting to see what will make them jump to buying an EV.
So all the charging requirements and other things have been aggregated into one single app, which can be used by both MG owners.
As of today, we're capturing about 80% of the charging network in the country, but obviously it will keep on growing as the partnerships keep on increasing as we build this further. The second important factor that we did today was about education. Because many people will have questions about where to go for getting all the answers. There is no single repository or a destination to be able to answer your questions, whether it is about the cars, batteries, technology, your calculators of cost of ownership, your calculation about what range is required, about policies, all of these questions. There's so many questions.
There might be repositories, but then if MG is running a portal
Correct.
and an initiative,
so
then...
just the way you have Wikipedia, we have created something called EVpedia. EVpedia, of course, it is going to be a co-curated platform with partners who will be coming up there, putting up their responses, putting up the details. So consumers can get answers to all their questions, which are legitimized and verified also. And not only is it going to be EVpedia, it's also about EV education as such. See, in any change approach, because we all are looking at moving from ICE towards new area of EVs, and in the future, as this goes further also. So how are you able to educate customers about this technology? The third important area we have done, and many customers have had this question about, what happens to a battery? Now remember, the warranty is of course defined, but the life of an electric vehicle battery, and I can say especially MG's electric vehicle battery, it goes on. The battery life exceeds the life of the car literally. Having said so, whenever a battery life is ending its road journey, what do we do with it? So with the help of our partners, we have worked on repurposing the battery for second life usage. What is that? This battery has got cells. Some of them may be operational, some may not be having operations. But we are able to create with our partners, we've got Loham, we've got Batex, to create battery energy storage solutions.
And this initiative was also the one that excited and interested me the most, because getting into the energy circular economy, we have been taught about the concept, but how soon do you think that we can actually start having a actual impact in that area with recycling, with these kind of
Absolutely,
initiatives?
there's urban mining called recycling.
Yeah.
You can extract the materials. I mean,
Yep.
Loham is already doing 80% of the recycling capabilities in the country. But more importantly is that, like you said, circular economy gets an entire boost. So our role here is, as an OEM, to take on these initiatives, and then as proof of concept, they can get industrialized. So be it the unified charging app, be it our education activities, be it our entire activity of second life of the battery, all these are initiatives to take it further. The fourth one that was, we also, elaborated on the paper by the professors at IIT who are talking about a holistic approach as to why an EV is better than the other forms of transportation. Because they looked at best to worst method approach, multiple parameters, and they came to their calculation. So we gave that also a bit of life in today's session. And the last one, of course, is the MG's partnership with Jio to look at innovative connectivity platform, or ICP, with which we've got an entire option available.
Would this be an OTA update for all existing MG
so it will
EV owners?
I would say it will be, we are going to be bringing this in our latest car, which is coming very soon, the intelligent crossover, intelligent CUV called the MG Windsor.
We're all excited to see that, of course.
Absolutely, and that will be coming in that car. So you'll be able to see the MG Jio entire stack, coming in that car. And of course, the partnership is here to look at building even some more promising options. Today we've got, home to car, we've got the Play Store, and likewise you've got so many options available today for the customer.
It was really interesting to know, sir, that already existing 40% of MG customers are EV owners. And with the upcoming new models, how much do you think that margin will grow? And is all of this holistic approach geared towards that only?
Yeah, see, in quarter one of this year, calendar year, we were close to about 30%. In quarter two, we were about 37-38%, and now in the month of July, we were at 40% of our sales was EV. And we believe, and we are going to be working on to taking this even higher in the future, not only with product options, but also with the kind of work in the ecosystem to make it a collaborative growth for everybody.
Yeah. So, last question that I have with you is from you is that first world countries who have certainly had a lot more exposure than us in terms of EVs and their experience, there has been a stagnation that we have been seeing worldwide. So what would you like to say to MG customers here in India that might be getting, double thoughts right now?
I think I probably may not agree with the terminology of stagnation. I think we saw the numbers today also in terms of the new energy vehicles, which is EVs and PHEVs put together. The numbers are going to double-digit millions now, So that number is really going up very fast. The charging infrastructure is ramping up very fast as well. The important part for India, of course, is the awareness of the infrastructure giving them the support, the entire options of saying how the policy is supporting, which is very encouraging as well. And most importantly, as more and more exciting products come into the picture, it will become again a consumer's choice as we go forward. But the key factor for us also is, when we look at EVs, we are saving the country $200 billion of exchequer money, which is going out for our import bill, right? Then we've got pollution in our country as well. So each country has got its own what is its best solution. For us, pollution control, saving of the exchequer cost, driving the lower cost of operations, and giving a boost to infrastructure.
Well, there you have it, folks. JSW MG Motor India, not only a brand interested in selling you just EVs, but also making your entire experience holistic. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you so much.
Catch you in the next one.